Welcome to the Friends of Zane Adams, aka FOZA podcast, bringing awareness of postpartum depression, suicides, and the children who are left behind. We'll be spotlighting positive outcomes from mothers as well as healthcare experts and counselors. Would you know the signs of PPD? Would you know how to help a loved one? Stay tuned. As a community, we can do more to support maternal mental wellness.
Hi there, FOZA fans. It's Paulette Smith here. And wow, this is episode 36. Well, we couldn't have come this far without you. And we're so grateful for your support and for your validation, especially when we can see our supporters are growing. I mean, have you heard the news? The YouTube FOZA podcast channel for maternal mental wellness has surpassed 1,000 subscribers. As a matter of fact, when I last checked, it was 1.2K. And that's absolutely all because of you and nobody but you. So please keep sharing. Please keep sharing the awareness and keep inviting new people to subscribe. You're more than FOZA fans. You are fantastic. Before proceeding, I need to say a few words about triggers. This is a safe place. However, we may discuss topics that can be sensitive and may act as a trigger for some members of our audience. The content we discuss serves to provide information, education, and advocacy only. If you are experiencing an emergency, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 988. And if you're not experiencing an emergency, but you're seeking consultation, check with your doctor or professional caregivers. You still feel like your voice is not being heard? Please don't give up. Don't give up seeking help. Visit us online at FOZAinc.org and we'll try to assist you in finding resources in your local area. You're not required to provide us any private or sensitive information. Now, each month, indeed, each day, many of us are reminded of our cherished loved ones who've died by suicide due to a depression-related illness. And in September, we place special focus on the prevention of maternal suicides. So this podcast is going to be dedicated to supporting new moms and birthing people in ways that can help prevent maternal suicide. Of course, this is an intricate and complex topic. We're not professionals, and each family member is unique and individual. However, we can say this. Since Christina's death, we have dedicated ourselves to learning more about bringing awareness so that no other family will feel the grief we faced, and to positively impact our circle with the well-being of individuals during pregnancy, postpartum, and beyond. Now, out of the many aspects related to support, I chose emotional support this time. I invite you to add what you hear, add to it, challenge what you hear, share what you believe is beneficial, because awareness is one of our core missions. And we know that there are a gazillion, yes, I said it, a gazillion aspects involved. So even if you know every point I'm getting ready to make, please keep sharing, because perhaps you'll reach a mom who may not be as well informed as you are. So diving into emotional support and the importance. From family, friends, and community members, we know it provides mothers with a sense of belonging, validation, and comfort during challenging times. And yes, I say challenging times because no matter where your journey in life has brought you from or where it's taking you, once you become a parent, once you become a mother, you'll face challenges you never expected. Now, blessedly, not all of them will be mountains. However, if you run into enough hills, they can start feeling like mountains or just become tedious. So the positive impact on those who receive emotional support during the pregnancy period and beyond makes it less likely that they will experience postpartum depression and anxiety. Some may never reach the deep stages, and yet research has shown that many still do go further in suffering and feeling isolated and stressed and overwhelmed with responsibility of motherhood more than necessary. So in this month, with extra attention being placed on this very critical topic, I know the airways are going to be filled with practical ways to provide emotional support, meaning practical help, daily assistance, support that way. Friends and family and community members are always going to be looking for ways to alleviate some of the challenges birthing people face by offering practical help. This could include preparing and delivering meals, helping with household chores, or taking care of siblings, or by managing just everyday tasks so that new parents can focus on their recovery and bonding with their baby. All of this can reduce stress, fatigue, and the possibility of depression. And that's as it should be. All of that is good. But I'm going to keep this conversation on an underlying reason for this podcast. What happens when spouses, family members, caregivers, and even medical professionals encounter resistance? What happens when a mother rejects offers for help? And why would she reject help anyway? Why would she not accept assistance? Well, way back in episode 19, we delved into a topic called Why Moms Don't Speak Up. And it's worth it to reiterate some of the information we shared there, such as she may feel as if she's a burden to others, or she may want to prove her independence. She may have always been a strong, independent woman, and she just finds it difficult to depend on others. She may feel embarrassed or ashamed. She may have past negative experiences. She might have been rejected in the past when she asked for help, and it's very difficult to come back and face the possibility of rejection. And she may be unsure of exactly what help she needs or where to look for it, and she may want to avoid appearing to be ignorant about a topic that we've been programmed as a society to believe is very natural. Don't worry about it. It's all natural. It's nothing. It's not a problem. Because we have been kind of programmed that way. So what about her feelings that she should instinctively know how to care for her baby? And then she starts to feel less than, which can exacerbate her feelings of being overwhelmed. It's like a big circle of miscommunication and misunderstanding. So what kind of actions can a family member take to help build up her trust and build up her confidence to accept the help that is being offered to her? In other words, what can we do to encourage her to accept the help we know she needs? Well, we know each person is unique. We know we're talking about adults, and each one has their own birth journey. However, there are some proven actions that family, loved ones, and even caregivers can take to reduce the possibility of her falling into depression. Along with her medical team, everyone in her circle can find a way to be helpful. In the FOZA blog that you're going to see after you've come to this podcast, and I hope you do drop over to the blog, you're going to see that I have an extensive list of this article, much larger, and I may cover some of those topics in future broadcasts, but for today, just going to talk about 3. First, consistently building on a relationship based on empathy and respect. And the actions you want to think about taking there are to show steady care and understanding without any judgment. You want to build a relationship where she feels safe and comfortable, and she knows your support is genuine, and she knows she's being respected. You don't want to overwhelm her with your personal experiences, even if she asks for them, because she respects you. Try to solicit her feelings about how she's coming along now, and to show gentle guidance. When she needs advice, be ready to lend a hand, but only as much as she needs. You want to try to strike a balance. Don't make her feel incompetent, but strive to help her feel like, girl, you got this. Second, be patient and persistent, but not pushy. Now, that's going to be hard for some people because I'm pushy. I'm a little bit with the control thing. And I definitely realize that and step back, want to be an active listener, because sometimes it takes multiple offers or gradual approaches for her to feel comfortable in accepting help. It's up to us to be patient. It's up to us, the helpers. So if you're placed in a position of helping out a friend who's a new parent, and maybe you yourself have never had little ones, you want to think about it like our friend and advocate, the author Julia Jones. She has a book called Newborn Mother, and the subtitle, When a Baby is Born, So is a Mother. And that book has taught us, yes, there are many things in nature that occur between a mother and a child that are very natural, but there are many things that each of them have to learn. So if impatience, if that's your personality, or if it's not in your nature to be patient, then find ways to support moms where patience is not critical, such as preparing a meal, or ordering in a meal, or cleaning, or running errands, or looking for resources like easygoing patient people to manage younger children in the household, or the ones that are young in the household, or someone to sit and listen. So again, be patient in offering help, but not pushy or intrusive. And third, the way we offer or make an offer, or how an offer is presented, can sometimes bring about the objection. So it depends on how it's heard, how it's said. So make your offer sound like a low pressure deal. You want to think about what you've heard as you listened to her and the objections that she might have already had in the past. Some of the objections I mentioned earlier, she might be feeling like she's a burden. You might respond to her with something like, it's okay to lean on me. I really want to be here, and I genuinely enjoy helping. I'm prepared to help in any way I can. There's no burden. Or she might express that she's losing her independence. She doesn't feel as if she's in control of her life. That's big. But you have to respond in some way. You might want to think about saying, I admire how strong and independent you are. And it's completely okay to accept help when you need it. That's what I'm here for. And you know what? Accepting help is just another sign of your strength. What about if she's feeling embarrassed or shamed? This is a very personal time in her life. A lot of things could be going on depending on if she had a vaginal or if she had a cesarean birth, some of the medical things that could be going on. And she might just be feeling a little bit embarrassed, in which case it might be comforting to hear, everyone has moments when they need a little extra support. Now you're supporting an entirely new human being, and you're doing an amazing job. I'm here to help you in any way I can. What about when she's had past negative experiences? She's reached out and she's been rejected. It's very difficult to keep coming back. So what can you say to something like that? You could say something like, if you've ever had past experiences that made it hard to trust others, get help from others, I'm sorry that happened to you, but I promise you can count on me. I'm here now. Let's take things one step at a time together. We talked about her not really being certain about what she needs. She just knows she knows she's not happy. She knows she's feeling blue. It's okay to say it's completely normal to feel unsure about what kind of help you need. Let's talk it through together. Let's find out what works best for you and for your baby. I'm here to help you figure it out. And what about when she's feeling like she should know all of this and she's feeling less than competent when she feels as if it was all supposed to come to her like magic? Then you can reassure her by saying there's no manual or guide for parenting, and everyone has to learn as they go. It's okay not to have all the answers all the time, but just know you're doing a wonderful job and know that you have support in any way you need it. So I'm not suggesting that you look at these terms and you repeat them verbatim at any time. However, as a member of her support team, some of these statements could help you respond in a supportive way while avoiding any judgment or pressure or condescending tones. And of course, it's according to your unique circumstances. And please keep in mind, direct suggestions are always good too. You can make a suggestion like, hey, can I bring dinner over on Tuesday? Or maybe I can have it delivered. Would that be okay? Or perhaps you could say, would it be okay if I cared for the kids while you rest for an hour or two? Because making your suggestion in that way can minimize the pressure on the offer, make it a little bit more difficult for her to say no. It can make it easier for her to say yes. You know, I've put together a short video that you can share as a reminder to the community of how awareness can make it easier for new parents to navigate in the early days and transition into the world of motherhood. You'll hear the video next, but I also have it in, of course, our YouTube podcast where you can see the video, and that's where you can also share by using YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. Here we go.
Bringing a new life into the world is an experience unlike any other. It's a whirlwind of joy, exhaustion, and a steep learning curve. Amidst this beautiful chaos, many new mothers find themselves grappling with an unexpected feeling. The sense of being a burden when they need help. This feeling is often rooted in the societal expectations placed upon mothers. They are told they should instinctively know how to care for their baby and manage everything else with grace and ease. The reality, however, is far different. Caring for a newborn is demanding, both physically and emotionally. Sleepless nights, constant feedings, and the overwhelming responsibility of caring for a vulnerable human being can leave even the most capable woman feeling depleted. It's in these moments of vulnerability that the fear of being judged or seen as incapable can become amplified. Instead of reaching out, a new mother might withdraw, believing she needs to shoulder the burden alone. This isolation, while seemingly protective, can exacerbate feelings of overwhelm and loneliness. It's crucial to understand that asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It's an act of courage. Acknowledging your limitations and allowing others to support you is a sign of strength, not defeat. It's a way to ensure you're getting the care and rest you need to be the best mother you can be for your child. Remember, you are not alone in this journey.
Well, I hope you'll agree this thoughtfulness should be shared with everyone who's an advocate for maternal mental wellness. Remember to visit FOZA. Remember to visit our website at FOZAinc.org. That's FOZAINC.org, and get more details and continuation of this conversation. You will hear more topics like setting boundaries and showing respect, communicating the importance of self-care, creating a safe, active listening environment, encouraging and facilitating professional resources, providing informational support, the benefits of social and faith-based networks, the benefits of cultural and community support, and the role emotional support provides in maternal mental health issues. Well, it's time for me to leave you today. I hope that you'll find ways to bring about awareness, to stop the silence, the suffering, the shame, the suicides that can accompany postpartum depression. In loving memory of Christina LaShawn Thompson Adams. Bye-bye.